EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Set, hut, 18 gator, 18 gator. Guys, it's game situation, let's go. Check three, check three, check three.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
51 to Mike, boys. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
51's the mic, 51's the mic. Here I come. Check, check.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Haskins on first down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jumper, 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 jumper.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. Man open, it's St. Brown, he's got it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
On first down, it's Haskins. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Shit! Watch the shit! Go! You got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Right, 50 yards to Mike. I got you. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Play action. Haskins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Now a carry for Lindsey. Oh, what a move. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Well, they won't bump that to his resume reel, but that might be one of the best 1-yard runs I've seen.
Nice play, baby. Nice play. Here we go. Set. Right, now the wolf. 51. You remember me? You look slow. Let's go, baby.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Complete to Dorsett. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like that one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
It's just me and you.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
That's what I do. 36, 36.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready? Right 25. Come on. Green, triple T.
On 3rd down, Winston. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Let's go. Ready? On the ball. Watch the shit. Hey, okay.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Broncos 3.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 34. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his feet as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there, let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. A 1st down carry here for Johnson, working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Just despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Shifts by him. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Third down. Here's Haskins. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And McManus able to put it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Running with Howard. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. is not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Jameis to throw it. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. No gain on the play there. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Lindsey. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Broncos send out their punter now. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Buccaneers will take over at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 53 to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Set, let's go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
58 for Mike, 58. 58. Go. And 58 is the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah.
To throw, Winston. Screen pass to Charles. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To the air again with Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Come on.
Haskins from his own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Winston now. He's going to air one out. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Pick 6 all day. Don't throw my side.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd and 11 now. Winston looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A first down throw for Winston. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 34. Now Howard, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Winston. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Haskins. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First down, Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. To throw is Winston. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run with Howard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Jameis now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch the safety creep. Flip it, flip it, flip it.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And a short gain down to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. It's 3rd down.
Here's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Throwing, Winston. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
I got you. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53.
A second down throw for Winston. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On 2nd and goal, Winston, and Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Parkey with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check. Crunch. Green, triple team. Flip it. Let's go.
Now Winston. He's got Evans. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A give to Howard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
They go with Howard again, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Let's go.
Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Here's Charles. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal.
Check nickel.
On the give, running right is Howard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Parkey is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Lindsey. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
To throw on 3rd down, Haskins. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Haskins will throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Set, ready? 18, Gator. Watch the out, watch the out. Hit it.
A 1st down carry here for Charles. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Let's go, 18, Gator. Check, 53's Mike. Let's go, let's get this ball back for the offense. Ready, ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Charles. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
At the 10-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
54. Hey, come on out here. Come on.
Charles. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They come out here in the eye. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Drop deep, drop deep.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready? White 25. Mike's 5-4. Here we go, here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Winston on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Howard all alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Get him, get him, get him.